Hello and good afternoon. Welcome from Lisbon. I'm here today hosting the remote and global demo night. Wonderful to have you here. Let's start with our silly wave as tradition requires. All right, welcome everybody. Good to see you from across the miles. Here we go. All right, so two fabulous demos today, two fabulous panelists looking after them. Panelists, could you please introduce yourself to start off with? Let's go to Deepu first.
Hey, my name is Deepu Singh, and I'm a leader of emerging technologies at Fujitsu North America. My work profile is mostly at an intersection of research and professional services, which we provide to North American customers. And I'm looking forward to see the amazing pitches which are going to happen in here, and definitely share my thoughts and provide the constructive feedback in here.
Bring a bit of Texas flair today. Thank you very much.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, panelist number two, who are you?
Hello, Stuart. Hello, everyone. This is Aditya Thakur. I'm a Senior Director of Software Engineering at Salesforce. My work sits at the intersection of enterprise-level application development and the business domain of Code-to-Cash. And I'm also lead the engineering excellence at Salesforce. So a lot of things comes under product development, AI, as well as how we scale an idea to an enterprise level. That's where my entire experience is. I'm based out of Portland, Oregon, but currently traveling Asia. So and looking forward to hearing from Aykut and Michael.
Wonderful to have you both here today. Thank you so much for bringing your unique lenses to this, and we look forward to your feedback as always. All right, Mr. Brody, over to you, my friend. It's time to share what you're working on.
Okay, so I'm working on a website called ournet.news. So this started, I developed an obsession about 15 years ago. I visited some friends in London, and they had this little website, which is a horrible little website, but it had absolutely everything that you need in your local community. It had chat, it had local news, it had access to your local advertising, to what services were available, and tradespeople, etc., etc., etc. Together with contact details of your local government organisation and churches and schools, and just a complete everything that you wanted in a locality. Now, that's 15 years ago. Today, it is the largest local website in Europe. It's about 6 months ago, I went onto it, and out of a population of 35,000 in Chiswick, which is where it's based, there were over 5,000 people were on this website, which means if you're walking along a Chiswick Road, every third house would have someone that was on this little website. And it hasn't changed in 15 years. So now I called myself a creative visionary when I was asked to describe myself in one sentence. And I started to imagine a world where that was available to everyone. And that just started my mind thinking, etc., etc. And eventually I came up over the years with the concept of a geographically located set of localities that could be selected by the user, and that would represent their complete community, to enable people to do really what people do best, and that is to work out how they can collaborate with each other to do great things. Now, what's happened in the world is the sort of technology has become an end in itself and has not focused on what it can do for people in terms of creating community, but has seen itself more as what it can take from people. I've been in community enterprise one way or another all my life, and I tend to focus first on what can I do to help people, and then perhaps get the benefit from that. So I'll now lead you to show off. To present to you. I've got this present screen beside me.
Do you want to take that away, Mike?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I see it's there. Right, you can see it there. No, I want to see that. Thank you.
Yeah.
So basically, this is based in São Martinho de Porto, a little Portuguese fishing village that I live in. I've shut down the whole of the site so that it's actually ring fenced to São Martinho and its local area. And we're working currently on making contacts with the locality to get the appropriate data and communications going to really test the community system. So here on the left-hand side, this is a little picture of the bay at São Martinho. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a lot hotter than that at the moment. Here down, we have a directory. At the moment, there's hardly anything in it, but here is a couple of seamstresses and a laundry. Here is an official site, which is the local fire brigade, and also contacts for local authorities and the electricity services, etc. Now, we are going to get the listings because we have a suggest a listings section, and here you can suggest to our net what should be in on that listing, so that people start to gather a complete directory of local services. So that's that. So and here we have a chat section. So and you can look at these individual chats. If I want to reply to this chat, I can go in and just type my reply and save it. And the idea of that is to start creating networks of conversations between people around basically locating their locality around things which are important to people. And it's anything from, can you help me? Where can I find? I think this, I hate the way that we're having a bypass being built past our home. Whatever it is, there's this it finds a home on this chat. We've also got an events section, and here is a mock-up of a farmer's market, for example, and we can say that we're going to join the event. We can share it with other people. We've got a share system which can be posted on WhatsApp or Facebook, etc. Contact details. So it actually starts to provide a list of events that people locally will actually know what's going on. And in Portugal, particularly, that's no one knows what's going on. It's things happen, and you think, oh wow, we're in the middle of a festival, but there's no expectation that that's going to happen. We're also going to be developing a marketplace, but that's still ambition. And here we actually have a news section. And this is where people that want to create longer form articles actually start making a contribution. And the idea of this is basically to start encouraging community journalism.
I'll give you 1 minute to close it out, Mr. Brodie. And
the whole thing. Oh shit! So basically, we also have groups as well. I thought we had a little bit more time. We also have access to groups, which actually enables people to set up private groups or public groups, which enables people to map the whole of their social experience. Got 30 seconds left to go. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for people of a like mind and interest and passion who want to develop something, can see the benefit that having a local magazine like this in their neighborhood would make, see the difference it can make to their neighborhood. And I'm looking for people with spare money. I'm looking for people with spare energy. I'm looking for people with spare expertise, management, financial, programming. Because I programmed this using Claude with no programming experience myself. It took about 8 months, but we actually need a team, and we need the passion to actually start developing this. And so people who see the possibility that this can offer them, their lives and their community are welcome to get involved and contribute. And I'd love that.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for sharing what you're working on. Okay, Deepu, first question for you. And what's your questions and reflections for Michael? This bit we can let run a little bit longer, depending on what you guys want to ask him. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, very cool stuff, and I think I definitely hear your passion to follow a purpose in here, which is to connect people, especially locally. But it does come with some sort of responsibility, which I was trying to understand. Like, you are definitely integrating people around your space, right?
Yeah.
How do you think, or probably let me put this question in this way, what guardrails you are actually putting so that the people who are probably accessing your website, they are not spreading misinformation or disinformation?
Right. So,
And go ahead.
so
Go ahead.
please finish. Sorry.
No, I mean, I was just about to
Yeah.
complete on that. Like,
Okay.
you showed me a chat window where people can do chat, but
Yes.
people can do create like something which is not required, right? So how are you putting those guardrails there so that you are defining boundaries for people and not going above and beyond?
So it's a great question. And two ways. Firstly, anyone can look at this website. If anyone wants to contribute in any way, they need to register. Once they register, they start to get a reputation, and the reputation is based upon what the community is saying about them. It's basically based upon our experience as human beings, is when we're in different circumstances, we behave appropriately socially. And the reason we behave appropriately socially is because it's in our interest to do so. So, for example, if we're stopped by a policeman for speeding, we have a one way of responding to them. If we're with our parents, we might behave differently. If we're with our grandparents, we might behave more respectfully, etc., etc., etc. So we're very, very good as human beings at aligning our social behaviour to each other. And the reputation is a way of digitally representing that. And it's not something that you will never see my reputation. I can look at it because in the top right-hand corner of the screen, I can see what my current reputation is, but you can't. Now, what a poor reputation will do is it will hide my stuff. It will go to the bottom of the screen. It will tend to be below the crease, or if I have a really good reputation, it boosts everything I contribute. And so this starts to give people a sense of responsibility for the way they're behaving to each other. Now,
and is there any rubric to it? Like, how do you quantify like who is doing good versus bad? Like, how have you determined it?
So
because I can just give you an example, like correlate an example. If you go and give a review in Google, right? You get some stars for it, right? And so do you also get it at your side? Like, you have contributed X number of points, so you are a good reviewer versus okayish versus a poor reviewer. I mean, I'm just giving categories there, right?
Yeah,
so
sure.
How do you create that rubric for yourself so that you can create that score breakdown, in my opinion?
So on publications, it's there's a star rating. On articles and events, there's star ratings available. Okay. On chats and comments, we've got a thumbs up, thumbs down, and we've also got a report element. So if a contribution is reported to us, we will take a look at it. Now, receiving lots of thumbs downs or 1 stars for articles, etc., starts to give you a reputation of you're not talking to the right audience here. There's something you're doing which is actually generating a reaction from the world that is suboptimal for you. I mean, I've done a whole load on this, but there's quite a lot of evidence that people's reputation is their most critical possession. So people give up almost anything to maintain their reputation, far more than actually being morally upstanding.
Sure. I think that's all from my side. Thanks for clarifying, Michael.
Thank you very much. Okay, what's the second panelist want to do with this one?
Yes. First of all, thank you, Michael, for walking us through your pitch. I love this community idea. I think we have some examples available in the market, but I will love the way you are trying to put it as a virtual village magazine, bringing people together. So well done.
Thank you.
one thing I wanted to understand, are you looking for this as a pro bono kind of a site, or you are thinking of monetizing it?
Oh, it'll absolutely be monetized because, and so one thing I didn't show you is groups. So basically, you can set up a group, and each group has basically the same mechanism. It has chat, events, news, and a marketplace available to the group owner. Groups can be private or public, and you can have groups within groups within groups, etc. And I need to speak with you sometime, Stu, about that for Canopy. But when you get above a certain small size, we will then start to charge for groups.
Okay.
The other thing we'll be doing is advertising, because one of the things that has happened in the world is advertising has gone global. I can't get an advert for my little local shop or the little car, the garage to mend my car. They just don't advertise anymore because when you go onto Facebook, you see adverts for Adidas, etc. You don't see local advertising. So the intention is to start attracting local advertising to both the site and to articles, and it will be context-sensitive articles. So if you've got an article about gardening, you'll get mowers and lawn care and things like that advertised. And the writer of the articles is intended to also get some of that income, because the intention is to actually start introducing the flow of money actually in the locality as well as the social context. Because ultimately, money is just a form of value we give each other.
Okay. No, fair enough. That's what one of the main thing I was looking for. So, Michael, in this kind of situation, the biggest thing I feel Deepu already touched upon was the security and how secure you would be. The another thing is scalability.
Yes.
Suppose you have made it. Am I audible?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So another aspect is the scalability part of it. I'm pretty sure you would have thought about it. That
Absolutely.
if you say make it public for 20 villages,
Yes.
how are you going to maintain such a big?
Well, so I'm not a programmer. I sort of created this without programmers. I found it very difficult to talk to programmers about this because they didn't understand what I was talking about. Meeting Claude AI actually gave me access to someone that understood me, which is great. And Claude tells me, and I keep on asking Claude about the scalability, about the security, etc. And I have no way of assessing Claude's feedback to me, but Claude seems to really believe that this is a perfectly competent mock-up size still, a minimum viable product still project, which is very, very scalable. And at the moment, I have to believe Claude, and I'd love someone with technical expertise who can verify that. I can't.
One of the scariest phrases of our generation, right? At the moment,
Yeah.
I'm just going to have to believe Claude.
Well, Claude has actually proven to be the capability, because I've done this in 8 months without knowing how to program. I think it's stunning what I've done, quite honestly.
Definitely.
There's a whole of the geocentric mapping capability involved in this, and this is just 5 little local areas which have been selected for this mock-up, this pilot project. So,
very good.
And we actually cover the whole of Portugal and the whole of Britain at the moment in terms of mapping capability. So this is working as far as I can see. I mean, I can see it's working. It seems to be pretty quick and effective at the moment. Apparently.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. So just summarizing the feedback, one another thing, maybe a quick question, and you already have that. Do you have personalization in place? Like if I'm a village in Asia versus village in Europe, and can I personalize it for mapping my geo?
Yes. So at the moment, we're taking things off OpenStreetMaps. We're taking locality borders off OpenStreetMaps. I appreciate there will be areas where OpenStreetMaps haven't done administrative boundaries yet, but actually, because of that flexibility, it will actually map any geographic boundary you choose to create, including non-conventional ones.
Very good. Oh, well done, Michael. Thank you, Stuart. I think I'm good.
All right, we're going to move on to iCut in a second, but just before we do, Mr. Brody, your ideal customer persona wasn't really mentioned today, and when we talked about it before, you've said it's really about expats living in different territories and then getting this community around it. Is that still the case, or have you moved away from that?
So I've always resisted this, because basically, if 5,500 people in Chiswick are looking at chiswickw4.com at any one time, 1 in 7 people of the population, I mean, there will be an age at which it's impossible to see the screen and you won't want to use it. And it can be used in schools, for example, to train children in terms of communication skills, etc., etc. So under 5s probably won't have any use for it at all. Over that, I believe that I've mapped the fundamental human characteristics which actually create the cultures, the separate and diverse cultures that people adopt. My belief is it's actually cultural neutral, and that the culture will come in the conversations which people have on it. So the reputation I get in different areas from my behaviour will vary depending where I am, but that's when I learn to adapt.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right, appreciate that. You're going to get some feedback later, and I hope you're going to give some feedback on iCut stuff. So over to you, my friend, in the London experience. What is it you want to share with everybody today?
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Michael. Very impressive presentation. Today, let me share my screen. I'm going to share my screen. Window.
Enter screen. Yeah.
Where's
Tamam. One of us. Translation.
You can do it, but just like in practice.
1 second. Yeah. Is that okay now? Can you see my screen?
Perfection. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. I want to start with someone who is not in this meeting. She's my wife, Dilek. Her real photo. Dilek is a beautician here in London. 20 years in this industry. When she's with a client, she cannot put her hands down. Every single day, her phone fills up WhatsApp, Instagram, Messenger, missed calls. By the time she's free, those customers have gone somewhere else. There's no good solution before AI. And I realized that it's not just Dilek's problem. A receptionist works set hours and speaks a limited number of the languages. Solo or multi-branch, with staff or without, every salon has this problem. That's why I started thinking about how I could help Dilek grow her business, and I realized this wasn't just her problem. As I said before, it was every salon's problem, and nobody had built the right solution. So we built Beauty Tech AI Salon Manager, not a chatbot, not a booking app, a full AI manager built for beauty salons. While Dilek is with a client, Beauty Tech AI is answering her messages, booking appointments, following up with customers she hasn't seen in weeks in their language 24/7. Bookings, staff performance, payments, all branches, everything on one screen. Business intelligence that tells the owner not just what happened, what to do next. And from customer side, nothing changed. Same number, same phone, same WhatsApp or Instagram account, no application to download, no new system to learn customer sites. And that one is the example, our interface. And I'm gonna next that one, sorry. 4 things change when a salon runs Beauty Tech AI. More revenue, and no inquiry is ever missed, not at midnight, not in any language. And no language barrier in a city like London is a multicultural. Most of markets speak something other than English. Beauty Tech AI replies it in any language automatically. And the other thing, invisible customer loss stopped. Most owners do not know they are losing regulars. Beauty Tech AI Salon Manager spots it, sends a personal follow-up, wins them back. And the owner gets time back, staff performance, stock, revenue, all handled. They can finally focus on the person sitting in front of them. And the last thing, last slide, Beauty Tech AI Salon Manager is where we start. AI Systems Limited is where we are going. The same infrastructure works for dental clinics, GP surgeries, any business that runs on appointments and conversations. We start in beauty because we know it from the inside. And we have 6 pilot salons on our wait list without zero spent money for advertisement, all word of mouth. And 2 of us built this. I have a health and beauty background and software engineering bootcamp, and 2 years building with AI tools. I didn't read about this problem anywhere, just I lived it. And my colleague Özgür, we call Oz, he has 20 plus years of software engineering experience, large scale projects, large teams. He builds the systems that scale. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. All right, well done. So panelists, over to you. Deepu, what do you want to do with this one?
A very interesting pitch for sure, Ayub, and thanks for sharing your insights around it. I have a couple of questions, especially around, is this like a subscription model, or you are just trying to onboard as many salons as part of this? Like, how are you positioning this product overall?
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Continue.
Go ahead. No, that's fine. Go ahead.
We plan to, it's like different 3 packages, like a subscriptions, and no zero commissions. I know there are a lot of different booking systems like 312, Fresha. They take commissions. We don't need to, we don't plan to take commissions. Just we're gonna serve 3 different packages like the subscription, and we're gonna build one app for salon owners, salon managers, and staff. They're gonna see the different interface according to their responsibilities.
Right. And I was about to ask that, like, there are some products which are already in the market. Have you compared these kind of products? I mean, on a similar line, I will say, for a similar kind of business. Have you compared, like, do you think there are some dimensions which we need to add to your existing product, or do you think no, currently this is self-sufficient and probably it can fly? Like, from a competitive background, I'm talking about.
I had a chance to compare the other systems, booking systems. We are different from the others because most of them booking systems. Our system is business intelligence, not only booking systems. Our systems give the customers all before the process information, after care, and price, and how long it takes, who is it for you, for for you who is not suitable, this, etc. You cannot give lots of things only one screen, one app. That's why they are giving now only it's like a booking system, only booking. They arrange the appointments and bookings, but they are not our competitors. We can work. We plan to engage our system to treat well or Fresha.
And how are you making sure that, because you are actually grabbing the data or collecting the data from your end users in some way or not, and it always, I mean, it is always important to make that data secure, right? Because say about payment information or maybe some specific social information which is there in your app, it does not leak. It doesn't go on the dark web, right? Um, how do you make that data protected? Because it should reside within your app itself, or your application should not go beyond that, right?
Yes.
How have you envisioned that?
Thank you very much. It's a good point, good questions. Because honestly, we plan to we built it like a bridge. We won't take any payments. Just we connect the customers and salon owners. They're gonna take the money. If the customers, our customers, salon owners, request this service, I think we have to think about extra. But now we are not planning to take money on our systems. Just we're gonna pass the customer to salon owner. Yeah, we only keep their share like a treat well, name, surname, and just maybe phone numbers, public information. It's like.
Yeah, but in B2C model, you have to keep that in mind. Any business to customer facing products, they are bound to, I mean, you are bound to restrict the data, and you should make sure it is very much within the loop which you have defined, or within your boundaries which you have defined. It should not go beyond that. I have one more question around, like, have you provided any like chatting interfaces? Say suppose some functionalities are hidden, and probably a user wants to ask question, right? Have you given them agent probably which can create a chat for you, an interface, and explain like what this feature resides where, giving them directions, what is the best way to utilize the app, and so on and so forth? Like, have you given some kind of guidance there?
Yeah, we're gonna prepare education videos and handbook, manual book, and extra. We plan to give an quick, small education, because we're gonna build this very easy application, easy to use, and the customer doesn't need to know anything. The salon owners or managers, they're gonna use the very easy application. Because another problem is they don't want to learn any new technology. Salon owners. That's why we plan everything. If like I can give this example, they already use the Treatwell, Fresha bookings. We are planning to build easier than them. That's why we're gonna give more education. Maybe at first we have to support face to face or online.
Sure. And last question from my side, since you want to, I'm pretty sure you don't want to just restrict yourself to a specific region and probably make this product available globally. Have you thought through about it, like what can be the problems you can face? Because one thing I'm pretty sure you will get is the language barrier. In different regions, different locations, they have different way of like multi-language is problem, right? Like if you flood this product into a Chinese market, definitely it will not fly, right? I'm just giving an example, right? So you put a product into a place where probably it will not sustain, and then think about it like what it can backfire to you. I think I'm just asking those, have you thought through about it, or you have, I mean, right now you're very focused on a specific region. You want to first penetrate that and then probably move further. What is your plan, strategy on it?
Honestly, I'm Turkish originally, and I spent
Yeah.
more than 15 years to study on English. I can't speak properly. This is my real problem. That's why I start to build multi-language on our project. We've done
Sure.
everything. We can use it any region, any language, and we done everything. And customer or salon owners doesn't need to choose any language. Just automatically, if I start talking Turkish, AI giving response in Turkish, or
Got it.
English in English in English. We
Okay.
already done.
Sure. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Thanks, Ayub, for sharing all those insights.
Thank you very much.
Over
Your
to you,
pleasure.
Stuart.
Super interesting perspective. Thank you for those questions. All right, panelist number 2, bring us home in short order. What do you want to know about this? Where do you want to take it?
Sure. I could, first of all, I think you already won the Husband of the Year award. So well done in thinking through the problem that your wife is going through and building something that is not just useful to her, but to, and I love this. This has a very good market span. If you look at small scale businesses, when it comes to, say, dentist, salon, I think this will fly. This will fly. A
Thank
couple of things that I wanted to understand from your pitch. How, as a owner of the business, how am I getting the summary of all the things that the AI did? Like, I received 30 calls, I received messages, the AI followed up with my customer. How am I getting up to speed around what happened during the day or during the week in this process?
the salon owners can see everything, messages, bookings, and customer behaviors, everything they can follow on our app, only on a one screen. Because I think I'm not sure. I need to check again. Sorry, I'm very excited. They can see every conversation in any language, anytime, and they can see and we're gonna give them the business reports daily if they request, weekly, monthly, or annually, because business intelligence, uh, we already give them a business intelligence. If they choose the, for example, full package, we're gonna give daily or weekly data. They have tons of data, but they don't know how to use it. The AI, we're gonna give them a reports, a business reports. Sorry, I can't say that.
Okay, no, fair enough. If you have that, because that will be very critical. As a subscriber to this service, I should know about what was done on my behalf, whom did we talked about, what was the summary. So if you have that portion, that feature of business analytics into it, and that I can read through and be completely aware of, which will be great. So building on that same thing, um, you mentioned about this will be in form of a subscription, right, to different
Yeah,
businesses. Okay, so your model will be more on subscription, which is good, which is actually very um, that's pretty easy to manage. uh, cool. No, that's I just remember you mentioned, I was looking at the pricing model, how you were thinking about, but you mentioned it's subscription, so that's fair enough. Very good.
thank you. And my wife, she pays so much commission on treatment. She is not happy. That's a big problem. And I asked the other salon owners. They pointed the same problem. They don't want to pay 35% each customer. That's a big cost for them. But the subscription model is the best for us and for them. That's
Okay.
why we don't want any commission.
Yeah. Industry, just giving you a little bit of background, industry is moving towards usage-based monetization, wherein they're moving from subscription to how much did I use it? How many leads this application generated? How many interaction that happened here? So think about it, but subscription is a good way to start off. I want to close this up with one thing. How is my data stored? Deepu asked about it, but suppose the new customer called about it. I'm a lead, right? I want to know about your salon. I want to know about when I can get an appointment. Where is that data stored?
In the database.
Uh, we
Data stored in the database, secure.
we data stored in the secure database. We stored all the data in the secure database. I can say that.
Okay.
Every salon can see only on their data.
Very nice.
Yeah, we already built it.
Okay. Fantastic. No, well done and all the best, Ayuk. And I think you have your partner as well. So both of you, all the best. And
Thank
I
you.
think this is a very practical tool. So.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, fantastic, everybody. Thank you so much for all these questions and the interactions. You know, we have this phrase, we use at Canopy and the demo nights in person. Sometimes maybe I think we should use it here as well, which is everything you touch, you change, and everything you change changes you. And what I've heard as your questions have been coming through is that evolution of that idea, and other people who watch this back may be evolving as a result too. But I wonder if for you two as panelists as well, if you've learned a little bit more about Turkey or a little bit more about the UK or Portugal today as well. And I wonder what that will affect you as you go forward. But thank you. Our goal in Demo Night is to facilitate and enable progression with the ideas and to help the founders to see round corners. And I feel like we've done that really well today. But Mr. Brody and Ika, you know, how do you feel about the questions and the comments you've had today from the panelists? You're on mute, Mr. Brody, so you can say anything you like right now. You can swear and everything, right? You're going to have to come off mute.
I do a bit. So I found the questions fantastic. I really like being tested, because actually what I don't want to find out is where something goes terribly wrong at some point and I've got to deal with it. I'd much rather deal now with some challenges. And you know, it's really great to get other people's perspectives on what you're doing, because you know, it is a communal enterprise. Whatever we do, someone somewhere is going to consume it, and so it makes it communal. And I'd rather be challenged now than challenged something terrible goes wrong and I get put in prison or something.
I think that's an extreme outcome for your site, but okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Ika? How does it feel to get these kind of questions laid out onto your idea and these kind of perspectives?
I can say that London is burning now. It's very hot. And questions quite difficult for me. I know all questions answers because I have this problem, but I'm melting now.
Okay.
Questions and weather.
Well, don't worry, it's all coming to a close. We just need Deepu and I think to tell us who their favorites been today. Like, who would you like to give the 12 months of virtual incubation to and anoint the people's choice today? And if you have a split points decision, then I will make the decision for you. Okay, so Deepu, what's your decision? Who is your favorite today?
I think I will go with Michael, because I found that product to be very much, because I always try to get into, whenever I try to travel, I always try to get some local information. I think that is super helpful. So I relate to that product. So probably I'll give that to you, Michael. Nothing to you, Ayuk. I mean, I am not into beauty, so probably if my wife would have been here, she would have definitely put a thumbs up for you. But for me, I think it would be definitely Michael.
Do you empathize more with the use case on that one? So you're going to go
For sure, for sure.
All right, Aditya, what do you want to do? Who's your favorite today?
Favorite is a hard term. Both of you did amazing. I love the innovation. I love the problems that you're solving. But I'll go with I could use case. I think it is more groomed right now as a idea and as an application, and I think it will have a quicker go to market at this moment and can touch based upon lot of small scale businesses that depends upon these kind of functionality. There are tools available in market, to be honest, but the way that you are trying to capture certain markets, salon, maybe dentist and stuff, this product is going to be super helpful. So my vote is for I could. But Michael, I would love your applications to be ready, and I would love to use it whenever I get an opportunity to travel to the place where this is available. So all the best, all the best.
So what you two have done is made it my problem now, right? So
I'd like to vote for iCook because I've got many friends who are in small businesses who'd really love your service. I know that, and so I vote for you.
Okay, well,
Thank you very much.
let's take that as a decision then, because that also enables us to say something quite remarkable, which is, Aykut, you are the first official Turkish People's Choice winner in the Canopy ecosystem. So congratulations to you. You're now trailblazing. I expect to see 100 Turkish founders coming behind you, okay, and being on Demo Night in the future. But it's never happened before, so congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
And thank you, panelists, for bringing your hybrid of lenses and perspectives today. And I think both of you have such enterprise pedigrees. It's really interesting because these guys won't have spoken to people like you before they've been on this today. And so you've just added incredible value by giving that different perspective. Thank you so much. All right, now we'll be here in 4 weeks' time with somewhere between 3 and 5 startups giving their demos again. And the reason we do this time zone is because it's painful for everybody except if you live in the UK, right? So somebody from the US can turn up, somebody from Asia can turn up. And we deliberately actually asked ChatGPT rather than Claude what was the most optimum time zone, because it didn't seem to work for anybody, and it chose the least pain all round, or some pain for everybody with this one. So hope to see you again in 4 weeks, and thank you for being here, and thank you for watching this back if you're watching it on the YouTube channel. See you later. Let's finish with the goodbye.
Thank you very much.